Chapter 30. Duke walked throughout the living room, making sure every window and door was locked. He had no idea where anyone was, and he was freaking out. His plan had gone horribly wrong so quickly, and now all of his friends were probably dead. He didn't realize he was crying until he made a choking sob that sounded like a gunshot in the quiet house. When he got to the back porch door, he found it wide open. "Oh, Jesus," he whispered. He walked toward it slowly, not knowing if the killer was already inside the house. He hoped he wasn't, that the door had been open for a while. As he reached for it, he heard quick footsteps on the porch outside. He screamed when Jaren fell against the door, gasping, "Duke, thank God. What's happening?" Duke backed away. "Where have you been?" "I don't know. All I remember is us heading for the car, and then I saw this door open, and then, the next thing I knew, I was waking up outside. My head is killing me." He looked around. "Where is everybody?" "You damn well know where they are." Duke continued backing away. "Ricky's dead, and probably Scout and Taylor too." He held up his knife again and pointed it at Jaren. "You don't really think I'm going to fall for your bullshit story, do you?" Jaren took an uneasy step toward Duke. "How can I be the killer? He called us while I was standing right next to you." "You have a partner, of course. I just don't know who. It better be someone I've met, or that would be lame." "Why would I?" Jaren's eyes grew wide. "Behind you!" Duke quickly turned around and saw the killer standing in his living room, his knife raised. He ran toward them. Scout went from running to jogging, and then started walking. She could barely breathe anymore. She felt a cramp in her stomach, the runner's stitch, and groaned. She didn't know how far away the neighbor's house was, but she knew she could make it if she just kept going. She started jogging again. Headlights shone from behind her. She turned and saw a car racing toward her. It was Jaren's car. Scout was tempted to keep running, but she knew she wouldn't get far before the car struck her. And she knew it would. The killer was behind the wheel. She headed into the woods just as the car struck the trees she just passed. She kept running, ignoring the branches that scratched her face. She heard a car door open and close. Footsteps crunched leaves and twigs on the ground. Scout didn't dare look behind her. She saw the killer's shadow before her as he ran in front of the car. "Help!" she screamed. And then she was tackled. The killer reached for her, trying to get a good grip. Scout grabbed a rock and hit him in the chest. He groaned and knocked it from her hand. And then he punched her, and it was lights out for Scout.